It's part of you, okay? So it's a process, like everything. It's a process. It's not a yes or no answer. Give me the answer. I get it. It's not like everything is a process and everything has its place. So it's a constant process. So it starts with, okay, it starts with that. I want to be my authentic me. I want to be me. I don't want to, so first of all, you stop trying to be like others. That's the first thing. So if you ever find yourself trying to be like some, just stop. So that would be like the first step to finding who you truly are. Now, the thoughts, the belief systems, the patterns, all of that you said that we are not that, yes, that will tell you and will guide you, and it's part of who you are, okay? It's part of who you are. It's not who you are, but it's part of who you are. So all those things will guide you into the real you. So for example, when you're doing the healing work and you release those beliefs or those hurts from the past and you start forgiving and releasing, then you are releasing the layers that are not you, okay? So as you release those layers that is not you, then by default, you get more and more and more in touch with who you really are. Now, yes, it can be more a feeling than it's not a thought. It's not a definition here, because the thing is that you are constantly discovering who you are. You are constantly peeling out the layers. As you heal, you find more and more who you really are. Healing and knowing yourself it goes like this. It's together. Healing and knowing yourself. So healing is feeling the things that is not me. And then you find who you really are underneath that. And it's going to be a place in time where you're going to find yourself not knowing who you are. And if you find yourself in the place where I don't know who the hell I am then, because if I'm not any of that, who am I? And that's when you start knowing who you really are. When you find yourself in that place, because you have peeled off all the stuff that were taught to you. And it's mostly things from society, from what you inherited, what your parents told you that you were, all these belief systems that you think you are. So when you do that, then you are getting in touch with you, your real you. Another guide point that I can tell you to reconnect with your authentic self and your real self is reconnecting with your child. When you were a child, if you have any memory recollection, when you were really young, as a child, the youngest that you can remember, because after 7, we already conditioned so much, but maybe before 7, if you remember that feeling, yes, if you remember feeling of being a child, especially when you were happy or when you were enjoying doing something, when something that made you feel joy, anything, that feeling of innocence, that feeling of just simple joy, because, and maybe the tendencies that you used to have as a child, maybe the tendencies. So that will tell you a little bit about your maybe personality, about your real personality. Like, oh, I was really inclined into music, or I was really inclined into nature. I was really inclined to, I don't know, play with cars and see how they work. And so you went into that engineering mentality. Or you love numbers when you went to school, or you love letters, or you love, like anything that you loved that called you when you were a child, before you were completely trained and conditioned by outside input, that will guide you. It's a guidance to get to know the real you, your real, honest, authentic, unique tendencies. So it's a work that goes at the same time. So you do the healing work by peeling the layers. As you heal, you let go of what you're not. At the same time, you have these practices that is meditation. So meditation helps you reconnect with that inner you. So it's that centering you, that which we call soul, or we call spirit, or we call consciousness, that which is not a form, but is inside of you. It's a feeling, yes. So yes, it's more a feeling. So when you meditate and you go into that place, for example, that's a practice that will connect you more and more into your authentic self. The reconnecting, remembering what you used to love when you were a child, and then now you can ask yourself that too. You can ask yourself, okay, what makes me feel joy, like real joy, that joy that comes from inside, that just to do something for pure joy, and because you love it, not because you're gonna get something out of it, but just because. And that will guide you back into your authenticity. That will make you feel authentic. When you follow your passion, when you follow those things, it will reconnect you with that real you. And it's a constant practice. And you will get the feeling, the more you practice, you get the feeling of it.